Make sure you stick around until the end to see how you can win free gear and products. Hey, this is PJ with CLK Supplies, and I'm going to be going over the Wi-Fi version of the Townsteel 5000 series locks. Now, in this example, I'm going to be using the E Elite, which is my favorite. However, all of the 5000 series locks work the same way, whether it's the Bluetooth version or the Wi-Fi version. Now, one of the big questions you might be asking is, why would I want the Wi-Fi version over the Bluetooth version? Now, first of all, if you haven't watched the Bluetooth version, it's a must watch, okay? So I'll put a link in the notes below. Check it out, and I go really in depth in the app, okay? So I'm gonna go over 100% of the app in the other video for the Bluetooth, and I'm just going to be showing you how to connect all of this in this video. Okay, but the big question is why would you want the Wi-Fi over the Bluetooth? And the answer is actually really simple. The Bluetooth version, you have to be within Bluetooth distance of the lock physically in order to use it, right? With this Wi-Fi version, once you get it connected, you can be anywhere in the world, and as long as the lock has Wi-Fi connection, right, your Wi-Fi connection is up and running, you're gonna be able to access this lock, okay? So that's a great feature. All right, you can be anywhere. Now, the app is essentially gonna work the exact same way between the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi. The big difference is when you're using the app, you still have to put your password in that you were assigned with the lock. It's a nice little extra security feature, okay? With the Bluetooth version, physically within proximity, you just hit the unlock button, okay? So that's really the big difference. Besides that, the app is essentially used the exact same way. Now, you can have up to 400 different users, and you can use a key to open it. You can use a code on the touchscreen. You can also use the RFID card, okay? And this is the same whether it's the Bluetooth or the Wi-Fi, okay? It's gonna come with a couple of them. You can buy more if you like, and you can just put it up there, unlock it, no big deal, it's nice. And then lastly, you can open it via Bluetooth or like in this video with this lock, via Wi-Fi. And that's what we're gonna be setting up right now. Now, there's one extra part that you need to purchase if you want to connect one of these 5000 series locks via Wi-Fi, and that's going to be the gateway. And as you can see here, I have an extension cord because I'm going to do it all live right here, right in front of you, so you can see exactly what to expect when you do it yourself. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you want to do is download the app in the Play Store, right? For Android or the iTunes Store, all right? Download that in the Apple Store and then get it ready on your phone here. Now, what I'm gonna be doing here is live, all right, is I have a screen recorder going on my phone, which will pop up right here. And then I have an extension cord to plug in this gateway, and we're gonna get all three of these going here, and I'm gonna show you exactly how easy it is. I'm gonna be doing it all live, okay? So you'll be able to see in real time what everything looks like. So let's go ahead and let's open up the app. This is the screen that's gonna look like. All right, so I've wiped everything out of my, out of the app here to do all this. All right, so we're gonna go up here to the menu, and we're gonna go to Gateway Management. All right, we're gonna hit Add Gateway Box, and then we're gonna hit Wi-Fi Box. Now at this point, we're just gonna connect to just the Wi-Fi in the building. All right, and then now we're going to plug in this gateway. Now, of course, we want to make sure that this gateway box is going to be within 50 feet of the lock. And we're also going to want to make sure that wherever we're plugging this in at, if it's not 50 feet or less away from the router, even more important is that you just look on your phone for the Wi-Fi signal. Make sure you have a very strong Wi-Fi signal where you're going to plug this in at, okay? So let's go ahead and get it plugged in.
Expecting for Wi-Fi connection, AP mode.
Okay, so it's in the mode we want it to be. We're gonna hit next step. All right, now it's gonna tell us to connect to the actual Wi-Fi of this box here. So we're gonna go to Wi-Fi settings. We're gonna search for available networks. There it is, so we're gonna connect to it. And of course, it's gonna check for the internet quality, which there is no internet, it's just the connection between the two. So, all right. So we have that connected. All right, so now we're gonna hit the back We're gonna get here and you can see add gateway box and the percentage is gonna change. So we're just gonna wait for it to do its thing. It's gonna kind of walk us through it as well.
Router connection successful. Now connecting cloud. Connecting successful. Please add device.
Okay, so let's first just choose our time. I'm on Pacific. So I'll hit confirm. Okay, so now it's gonna say we wanna click the completed and add smart door lock. We'll click that. Now, all right, for this lock, I actually already took off the back here so you can see it to the little reset button right down here. I'm gonna go ahead and just push it in. All right, it's gonna beep. Oop. Okay, you start hearing that. I'm gonna hit add door lock.
Expecting for new device. Device added successfully.
All right, so what I did there when I hit the reset button, it sent out the signal for it to connect to the gateway here. All right, and so it's already connected. So right now everything's already connected. We're good to go. So I'm just going to change this name here to test Wi-Fi. How about that? All right, hit complete. All right, now this is where I want to show you that couple extra percent that's different than the Bluetooth operation, all right? And this is very, very important here, okay? Turn this back around. So on the Bluetooth option, when you hit the unlock button and you're within Bluetooth range, it just goes ahead and unlocks. With the Wi-Fi connection, okay, and this is for all users who are gonna be using the app via Wi-Fi to connect to the lock. When you click the unlock button, like I just did, you have to enter the password that you've been given for the lock. In my case, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Confirm. There you go. And it's connected, and that's how it works. So it's a nice little security feature, okay, so that when you are actually using the Wi-Fi, you have to enter the password every time, okay? There's no exceptions to that. Every time you want to unlock this door, you're gonna have to use the code that you were assigned. All right, and there you have it. That is how you connect a 5000 series Wi-Fi Townsteel lock to the gateway to the app, all right? Pretty simple. You just have to go step by step. Just make sure you have the distance right. And I do want to just make sure we're on the same page that although this is an E-Elite 5000, like I've talked about in previous videos, all 5000 series Townsteel locks are going to program the exact same way, okay? It's just the difference of the application, right? Deadbolt, interconnected, or just standard lock, right? So that's what you need to know. I hope this is helpful. I'd love to know in the comments below what you think. And I'd also want to make sure that you watch that Bluetooth video to make sure you know all of the app settings and information. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm guessing if you just watched this video that you work with locks and keys. And to us here at CLK Supplies, that makes you a lock boss. And we want to hook you up. Here's how it works. Throughout the week, we post videos on YouTube, like the one you just watched. And all you need to do is comment on the videos and include the hashtag LockBoss. When you do this, you're automatically entered in to win one of 5 free prizes that we give out each and every week. No purchase necessary. So if you're a lock boss, join us each week to learn, grow, and win.